Mark, with your QRP rig there. Nice to hear you again, Mark. I hope you've been keeping well. All good to hear. I went to the club today, Gold 6 United Tango, which is the Harlow and District Amateur Radio Society. I spent a bit of time there today and came home early afternoon, had a bit of lunch and then did a bit of gardening, but the rain stopped all that, so I sat indoors watching a bit of YouTube there. Mike Zero Juliet Charlie Foxtrot QRP, Golf 1 Sierra Delta Kilo. Lovely to hear you again, Mark. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good evening to you, Sid. Nice to speak to you again as well. And yeah, pretty much the same here. Actually not the same. I was at work all day. I weren't at the club or anything. I've been to work and I came home and my wife's a registered childminder, so she had loads of kids running around just before they all get picked up. So I decided just to come out in the garage and use my tobacco tin QRP rig, running about 4 watts, Sid, out of this little box of tricks. And you're 5 and 9 plus 10 to me, and your man there on EU038, I wasn't sure if it was his frequency. He was a 5 and 8 to me, so he was also a good signal. But I've just been talking to Jeff up on Hoy. I'm sure you've worked him plenty of times, and good signal reports both ways using this rig. So yeah, I just thought I heard you talking, and I sort of know your voice now. I mean, more than anything, I don't have to hear the call sign, Sid. I know your voice, very, very distinctive. I keep on waiting for you to say Sierra Victor, but you never do. You let me down every time. But yeah, and the weather down here, Sid, I'm sure it's exactly the same up your way, the other side of London there. It's just keeps on thunderstorms. We've had hail. I was in Croydon today, then I drove from Croydon to Lewisham, and then at the end of the day, about 4 o'clock, I drove to home, and I think I caught hailstones twice, a thunderstorm once, and the rest of it was just plain old rain. I mean, as I say, we've only got London in between us, so a nice bit of high angle skip there. Back to you, G1SDK M0 JCF/QRP.
Yeah, for QRP, Golf 1 Sierra Delta Kilo. It don't work too hard, Mark. That don't do anybody any good anyway. You seem to be retired at your young age, boy.
Got a problem with the amplifier now, feedback for some reason.
It's not an easy task as you get older. When you say you're working still, I hope you don't mean serious work for money, because although money don't grow on trees, we should be enjoying life a little bit. We shouldn't be working to our dying day, as it were. Well, you're doing a fine job tonight with the present propagation, Mark, because you're picking 5, 8 to 9, and with your 4 watts H-type, a very strong QSB, and maybe you can fine-tune the audio a bit. I don't know if you can on your cigar box QRP station. My Zero Juliet Charlie Foxtrot stroke QRP G1SDK. Microphone back to Sid over.
Yeah, G1SDK M0 JCF QRP returning, Sid. Yeah, you know what? I keep talking about retirement. I'm 59 and I've got a couple of years left, I suppose. I did want to retire at 60, but the world has changed, hasn't it? And that's the problem. Luckily, I'm now mortgage free, etc. So, you know, it's just now a case of getting me daughters out the door. I mean, they're 22 and 25. They're both successful, you know, they're both earning, they're both doing really well. I mean, my eldest daughter's got her own business now, so, you know, they're doing really well. So really it's a case of, you know, once they're shoehorned out the door into some other poor man's arms, I mean they're both romantically involved, but you know, once they're out permanently and someone else has taken it all on board, I think we can think more seriously then about you know, putting our feet up. But audio wise, yeah, I'll tell you what it is. There's several things going on here, Sid. I've got a homebrew amplifier, like a homebrew powered speaker, and for some reason I seem to be having a little bit of feedback coming through it. It's not happened before, so I'll have to have it apart and just check the wiring. It might just need a ferrite either on the audio lead from the rig, or maybe on the power. What it is the wire to the small lead acid battery. It might be just picking up a bit of RF feedback. I don't know. The other thing, of course, it could be is I could tweak probably very, very slightly, tweak the settings on the micro SDX. There is a noise gate on it and a transmit drive, and if you alter those two parameters very slightly, you can improve the audio. But the problem is I improve the audio for one frequency, go somewhere else, talk to someone else on a completely different setup. You know how it works. It all changes again. These are by far the settings I've got at the moment are by far the best as it stands. So I'll probably look at the wiring, and I mean you've probably now seen the photographs, you've seen the videos. You know how this rig's built. I've built it really, really old school, Sid. Just like the old days. Tobacco tins and bits of wire and stuff like that. In this day and age of modern computer controlled rigs and that, I just love this old stuff. Admittedly, it is SDR receiver, so there is CPU in there, and yeah, it's not pure as in the old triple conversions or double conversion type receivers. It is SDR. But at the end of the day, I did assemble it with my own hands, and I did build it into a tin, and that's the bit that I like. And then, of course, the using it is the bonus, Sid. G1SDK M0 JCF.
Yes, stroke QRP, Golf 1, Sierra Delta Kilo. Yeah, okay, Mark. I think if you can sort the audio out, I think you've got a fantastic signal tonight. As I say, you are actually peaking 5 at 9, and I was a bit surprised to hear you. I thought that company, Mark, is a lot better signal than the last time. Yeah, okay, I didn't catch all of it because you went down in signal at times, and because the audio is not so clear sometimes, I didn't catch everything. But you did say something about your older girl is 25 years old, the younger one 22, but I didn't catch what job she was doing. I would be interested to know, over.
Yeah, G1SDK M0 JCF QRP. Yeah, the eldest one, she's got her own business. She's a beautician and she's got her own business. She's got a shop over in Sidcup. And then the younger one, believe it or not, Sid, she works in the city, literally where Mondale House used to be. If you come out of the door of her building and look over to the right hand side, that building there where the fire station used to be underneath. I think the fire station's still there, but that building there, you can see it from the front door of her business. Well, it's not her business, the business she works for, but she's changing. She's got a week left, and then she's got a new job still at Cannon Street, but I don't think she can see where the old Mondale House was. So that gives you an idea, Sid. Okay, Sid, listen, mate, I'm going to go QRT now. I want to shut it down. I've got to drive to Liverpool tomorrow, so I'm going to shut it down now, and I'll post this video. I've made a little video. I'll post it up on YouTube for you, and I'll tag your call sign so you can find yourself. So with that, thanks for taking the call, Sid, and thanks for the audio feedback as well. It's always good when somebody tells me, this needs touching up, that needs touching up. When you're operating with this sort of gear, it's always nice when someone's honest and tells you what their opinion is, and it gives you something to work on and something to improve. So Sid, I'm going to wish you best 73, mate. Enjoy the evening, and I'll catch up with you soon. And if you hear me calling over the Jubilee weekend, I have got an NOV for the call sign Mike Queen 0 Juliet Charlie Fox. So if you want to get that in your logbook, I'll be calling out probably 40 metres QRP, and some of the other bands like 10 metres and that, I'll probably be using one of the more commercial rigs. So back to you for a final, Sid. G1SDK M0 JCF/QRP.
JCF stroke QRP, Golf 1 Sierra Delta Kilo. No problem if I do hear you with a special call of Mike Queen JCF. I will give you a count 40 metres, Mark. Take care. It was lovely to hear you again. Good buddy, as they say from the old days. I know Mondale House is not there anymore, but I do know where your girl works there. Exactly where you mean. There was a gathering with the AKE guys. I was asked to go for a pub drink up, but unfortunately I couldn't make it, Mark. Take care, have a good evening, and have a good early night tonight as you're driving up to Liverpool tomorrow. Take care, 73 is a good rush. M0 JCF stroke QRP G1SDK, 73.
Yeah, 73 Sid. Bye-bye for now. M0 JCF QRP going QRT.